the Louie T Network.
Louie T Live. Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome to Winners and Losers, a program where the winners, all they do is win, win, win no matter what. And the losers, well, we just let the losers worry about losing. Here to give you my week 5 picks for the upcoming week in the National Football League. Before we get to that, though, gotta go over week 4's results, talk about who won, who lost, and look forward to week number 5 in the National Football League. Check the standings in the winners and losers season football pool. Some changes there, definitely after another, let's call it tough week for the good guy, Louie T. Among others, there are some shakeups at the top of that standings board, and we'll take a look at that a little bit later on as well. But before we get started tonight, it's going to be a different type of show. I'm going to try not to go as long. My girlfriend said, look, man, you can't be doing 2-hour pick shows. When this show first came out, this was intended to be a 15 to 30-minute show, dropping my picks on you guys and getting in and out. This was not supposed to be an hour and 30, 2-hour long show. Last week, this show was 2 hours long. There's no way this show is supposed to be 2 hours. So I'm going to scale back a little bit tonight, try to move through things a lot faster. But I will say this. If you're out there, and it was a tough week for a lot of us. Not for those of you who went double digits, 11-5, like my man BE did. Team won. Wasn't pretty, but it was gritty and it was a dub. For people out there like that, double digit wins, your team won. You have nothing to be somber or sad about. No sorrows to drink away. But for those of you out there who didn't hit double digits this week, weren't proud of your picks, and your team didn't get it done, tonight we're going to pull up. So what I'm imploring you to do right now, what I'm urging you to do, and I don't condone underage drinking, so if you're not of the age, go get you a soda, man, a cold soda, a cold juice box, okay? Go get you a cold beverage, though, because your man Louie T, he's pulling it up tonight, all right? So you go ahead. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. I'm going to drop the little intro real quick. Give you some time to run. Go get you a cold brewski. If you want to drink some wine with your man Louie T, go get you a glass. I'll pour you some. Or go get you a soda, man. If you're not a drinker, if you're underage, go get you a soda, man. Go get you something cold because we drinking it up tonight. All right? So if you haven't already done so, what are you waiting on? Subscribe to the Louie T Network for more great content. In 2017 and beyond, we're changing the game. We want you to help us do that by hitting that subscribe button and becoming a member of the Louie T Network. Got a number of different social media platforms. They're scrolling across the screen right there, right there, right there. Okay. Also, there's Instagram as well, in addition to the ones you see in the little TV screen in the corner of your screen right now. So make sure that you check the description below where all of those different social media platforms are located, where you can click the link and follow me on those various social media outlets. Also, you can donate to the Louie T Network, and I'm currently working on some other forms of donation for guys and gals out there who don't have access to PayPal. But in the meantime, this is your direct link to donating to the channel right now. Via PayPal. That link is also in the discussion. Let's change this Thursday night game, shall we? Bears aren't playing the Packers this week on Thursday night. So let's get that cleaned up real quick. In the meantime, I appreciate all donations, no matter how big or small. I appreciate them all. anything helps. So if you can donate to the Louie T Network, I'd greatly appreciate that. So with that being said, hopefully you've went to the fridge, got your beverage out, because like I said, we're going to pull up tonight. And so we're going to go ahead and get this party started the right way, the Louie T way tonight. First off, one pour for the piss poor picks that your man Louie T made last week. Another pour for the Redskins going down in a tough one on Monday night, man. Damn it, man. Another pour, because my boys don't play this week, so that sour ass taste got to stay in my mouth an extra week. Damn it. Got to be more careful. In any event, toast to the good life. Cheers. Let's get to the people that won last week. No need in trying to keep the good ones down, man. They don't have to drink tonight. They don't have to drink away their sorrows and their pain. They don't have no reason to. I need to keep this glass a little closer to me. They don't need to. For what? They won. So don't worry about us. If you're a winner, let the losers worry about losing. Let's get to these winners, man, shall we? Sounds like a good idea. I'm here to tell you that this week's winners, impressive. I am definitely going to give it up to these winners because this was not an easy week to put up some of the numbers that these people put up. And it wasn't an extraordinarily hard week like last week was, but it still was tough to put up 12-4. And that's where we start this week with a man that just is on fire right now. Matthew Lynch. You know what? I had a bone to pick with Matthew Lynch, but I'm not going to kill him. Because 12-4 last week, God damn it, that's impressive. All right? I'm one to hold back on giving a lot of credit. But when credit is due, your man Louie T will offer it up. 12-4 last week. How the hell did you manage that, bruh? Now, here's my gripe with Matthew Lynch. He's a picky bastard, boy, I tell you. He's slick. You got to watch him. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Okay? The cats that they come in, and this was a tough week. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to kill them for this, but they'll come in, they'll make picks 1 week. You won't see them for 2 weeks. Then they'll jump back in. They'll drop a 13-3 gem on you, and then they're out of there. Then you don't see them for another 3 weeks. Then they come back 11-5. You're like, man, this guy's killing it. That's because he's not making picks every week. Matthew Lynch is picked twice. If I'm not mistaken, that was 11-4 the first week of the season, or 11-5 the second week, and now 12-4. I know he doesn't have double-digit losses yet on the season. Now, he's only picked in 2 weeks. But still, he was impressive in both of those weeks. So, while he's been impressive, he's been inconsistent as hell in sending his picks in. But nonetheless, he was the best here on the Louie T Network. Winners and losers. Week number 4. Matthew Lynch. He was the best we had. That man's on fire. Cool his ass off. He was hot. The rest of these cats, they were just as good. Not as good, but they were good. We go to the 11-5 cats. And I told you about this dude right here. And it's been a couple of rough weeks for me and my fellow man, Andrew Kim. And because of that, it's a new king in the building. His name is Carmen Rana. Now, I've told you about Carmen Rana, have I not? I said, look, man, this is a dude that'll go 8-8, 9-7, then out of nowhere, drop an 11-5 gem on your melon. Okay? Then he'll go 9-7, 8-8 again, and then 12-4 out of nowhere. Here's that 11-5 I was telling you about. And like I said, impressive in a week where it was tough to get double digits. He got 11-5, and he's been pretty consistent to start out this year. That's why he's the leader, the new leader in the clubhouse Carmen Rana, putting together a string of outstanding picks week after week after week. He's been consistent to start this season off, and that's why he, right now, is the king of this castle, and at 11-5, one of the best prognosticators of week number 4, along with a number of other guys. Dark Sealer 1995, excellent week of picking, 11-5. Outstanding. Let me hold it up under here like a wine connoisseur should. Dark Sealer 1995, awesome week of picking. Again, 11-5 was tough to do this week. I'm trying to tell you, man. It was so many traps set this week. New England was set as a trap. Jacksonville was set as a trap. Dallas was set as a trap. There were some other games that easily, Cleveland was set there as a trap if you wanted to fall into it like me, like a dum-dum. Los Angeles Chargers. That was a game you could have got caught up in. Every hallway got some crack in it. Don't get trapped in it. That Tampa Bay Giants game easily could have got some people caught up. Oh, the Giants got to win one eventually. This could be the week. There were a lot of games that could have got you caught up in week number 4. Houston and Tennessee, come on, man. Even if you thought Houston was going to win, not 57-14, that was definitely a trap game. I can go on and on and on with the trap games. There were plenty of them. Atlanta going down, big time trap game. You had to try to avoid all the pitfalls that were laid in front of you in week 4. And Dark Sealer 1995, Leo Cease, Protect 428, my man B.E., all found a way to avoid those pitfalls, or at least enough of them, to go 11-5 in week number 4. Leo Cease, brand new to the scene this year. I think he did give us picks last year, but hasn't given us any this year. I think that was his first time. And to jump in at 11-5 in week 4 in a tough week like it was, I must say, that's impressive. But again, you know how I am. Consistency is the key with me. So once I consider that luck, we'll see what happens with Leo Cease moving forward if he continues to send picks in. Protect 428, like I said, that's a dude that's usually on top of things. He'll have an off week here and there, but for the most part, this dude is usually sniffing around double digits. So, you know what? I can't even be mad at 11-5. And you know what? That doesn't surprise me. Him dropping an 11-5 gem on my melon, I don't even blink. I don't bat an eye when I see Protect 428. He was one of the better prognosticators on this program last year. So it doesn't shock me when I see him among the best. All right? I see you out there, Sean Matt. Cheers. B.E. Now, he surprised the hell out of me because I don't expect 11-5 in a tough week from B.E. And that's my boy. But he's prone to making mistakes because he's like a lot of you out there who just can't seem to put your team down, knowing damn well your team isn't going to win. Now, this wasn't one of those weeks for his team. Even though his team almost lost, almost doesn't count. They got it done. He's fine. Even if they hadn't, he still would have had double digits. That's how well he did this week. But I didn't expect 11-5 from my man B.E. He's a 9-7, 8-8 guy on a tough week like this. So for him to go and get 11-11, man, B.E., big ups to you, bruh. That was a hell of a week for you, man. Especially for you. And you may take that as a sign of disrespect. Yeah, that was disrespect. But like I said, I didn't expect that from you, man. That's a hell of a week, B.E. Hats off to you, bruh. As we move on to the 10-6 cats. Vegeta's dark side, man. He's been putting in work. He's been putting in some work. He's slowly but surely climbing his way up the ladder. If you look at the standings, he's slowly making a little power move. I'm keeping my eye on Vegeta's dark side, man. He's putting in work, and he's in double digits yet again. And 10-6, whew, like I said, double digits in a week like this where there were so many landmines that you had to dodge and avoid just to make it over 500, not even the double digit, just to stay out of the cellar. Yet these guys were able to get to double digits. Outstanding. Colton Campbell is 10-6. Inevitable consequence. Man, I've been talking about inevitable consequence and how it was inevitable that he would falter. They did last week. Back in the saddle this week at 10-6. So guys bouncing back. Colton Campbell with a strong week at 10-6 as well. Mark Vaughn with a 10-6 week, and I think Mark Vaughn's first week last week wasn't up to speed, up to par. Bounces back with a double-digit week, and that's outstanding, man. When you're able to overcome adversity, there was a lot of adversity this past week with all of these games, and for you guys to be able, and again, if you were smart, I made some dumb, foolish picks. I went out on the limb a couple of times, but no excuses here, man. None whatsoever from me. I don't want to hear excuses. Excuses are the tools of losers, all right? Find a way to get it done. And Mark Vaughn, my man, brown shoe T2. The sky is falling. This man has started out this season extremely hot. Damn, I'm surprised. Of all the people who started out hot this year, brown shoe T2, to me, has been the most impressive just because I expect so little from him. Okay, I expect this man to stink it up and then every now and again throw in a gem, but for the most part be not sub 500, sub double digits. 4 out of 5 weeks I expect this man to be sub double digits. One time in there, he'll get in there and then he'll go back to being mediocre. Man, he started out this season, 3 out of the first 4 weeks, I think this man's been in double-digit territory. Outstanding start to the season for Brown Shoe T2, man. I'm impressed. Can you keep it up? We'll see. Teddy Roachless, after a week or two of not posting picks, comes back 10-6. Like I said, for a week like this, that's impressive. To be out a couple of weeks and jump back in like this, that's saying something. Tank 3281 with a nice week at 10-6. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. My man Nick Riley finally coming back to the program. He had some computer trouble, he said, and so he wasn't able to send picks the first 3 weeks. He jumps back in like he never left. 10-6, just like that. I envy him. And Bronco Kid is new on the scene, and that's outstanding, man. But again, much like I said with Leo Cease, once, that's luck. Twice, maybe it's skill. 3 times, you're showing me something. So I want to see more from Bronco Kid, but like I said, that's a hell of a start. Jumping in the fray and getting double digits. All of these cats that were able to get double digits, these are your winners for week number 4. Everybody cups up. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. To the victors go the spoils. Now off to the losers. We in here, man. We in the building. Losers taking over. Who wants some? And the winner's like, y'all can keep that, man. We don't want nothing. We let the losers worry about losing here on this program, so it's time for the losers to lose. So let's begin at 9-7. Close, but no cigar. My man Sean Mack almost made it. Almost made it home, man. I feel like I say this about Sean Mack every week, but somehow Sean Mack is one of the best. As you get to the standings, Sean Mack is right there. So while he may not be hitting double digits, he's not finding himself close to the Mendoza line. And what he's done by continuing to pound that 9-7, 9-7, 10-6, 11-5, is he's allowed himself to stay right in striking distance. So if our leaders at the top of the leaderboard slip up, Sean Mack will be there to clean up their mess at 9-7. Tucktown AZ88, 9-7. Pepe the YouTuber, 9-7. Tucktown AZ88, 9-7. He's been hovering. Hasn't been able to get the double digits as much as they would like to, but he or she has been hovering. Like to think it's a guy, but I could be wrong. Could be a dude. Female, I should say. I think it's a dude, though. In any event, he's been hovering. But he hasn't gotten there as many times as he would like. I think he's only been in double-digit territory 1 week, and that was week 2 when everybody got to double-digit territory for the most part. And so Pepe the YouTuber, interesting story here. This cat would have been like 12-4. And a lot of you fell victim and prey to this. Last week, I made a public service announcement at the beginning of the program. I said, do not edit your picks. I said, if you edit your picks, there is an automatic 1-game deduction. I said, if you want to change anything, you go below and comment. You reply to your own comment and make the changes there. And it seemed like I opened up the floodgates. Everybody was making corrections and edits to picks and changing their minds. A wise woman actually told me in the 7th grade, your first answer is usually the right answer. That stuck with me. And a lot of y'all fell victim and prey to changing your first answer. And boy, did it come back to bite you in the ass. Now, some of y'all made some conscious decisions to make choices and switches that benefited you. But it was rare. Out of the 15 to 20 people that made alterations to their picks, I'd like to say if there were 20 of them, 16 of those players lost those games. The majority of them that they made switches to. I think the biggest loser of them all was Pepe the YouTuber. He changed 4 games. 4 games. And 3 of them turned out to be losses. Oh no! Had he kept those games the same, he would have been 12-4. Ouch! Yikes! But that's what happens. Losers find a way to lose. That's what happens. The 49ers, they find a way to lose. Those damn Jags, they find a way to lose. Pepe the YouTuber, he found a way to lose. Money Miz 14, 9-7. A lot of trash talk from this guy. Not this year, not as much this year. But he's a trash talker nonetheless, much like myself. And he's been funky this year. Extra funky. Another week goes by. Another week where he is in the loser circle. Atlas, 9-7. BK Soldier 2010. Caden Boyer. Hirsch Patel. Big John. All 9-7. Let me tell you what, Big John, 6'4", 5'8", has been impressive. Much like my man, Brown Shoe T2, he's been extremely consistent to start out this season. And because of that, him, Sean Mack, Brown Shoe T2, those guys are all hovering around the top. And they're right there with a chance to strike just because of the consistency that they've put forth in this young NFL season. Caden Boyer with a nice bounce back week. Still a loser, nonetheless, but much better than the previous week. BK Soldier 2010 was a winner last week. Slipped off a little bit. Ends up being a loser this week. So he needs to step it back up. Hirsch Patel, he's got the Nerf gun out, folks. He told me, hey, man, it's not that I don't have any bullets in the gun. It's just that it's a Nerf gun, man. It's fully loaded. They just don't hurt. That's fine by me, man. We can call it whatever you want, doc. Andrew Trigg said he was coming for Andrew Kim. Some more weeks from Andrew Kim like this week and more weeks from Andrew Trigg like this. And yeah, you will be coming for your counterpart, Andrew Kim. 9-7 for Andrew Trigg. 8-ball NFL. I told you I'm expecting big things from you. 9-7. Not big enough. Squints. He's the best example I can give you of a guy that just doesn't know when to say when. And I consider myself a friend. Friends know when to say when. Sean Mack, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all probably don't. But friends, good friends, do know when to say when. Squints. Your team is 0-4. Stop picking them. You would have been 10-6 had you not picked your team. Stop. Yeah, they're going to win eventually. Stop. You're costing yourself wins, bruh. Stop. Gotta pull the plug. You gotta know when to say when, bruh. You could have been in the winner's circle this week. Jaleel, quietly, 9-7. He's another guy I got my eye on. He quietly is around 10-6, 9-7. Seems like every week, maybe 8-8, somewhere in that vicinity. RJ West, 9-7. As always, maybe your picks need to go east, not west. Close, but maybe you need to travel a little bit more further to the east with your picks in order to get you over the hump to double digits. The Mister, formerly known as Magic. Mister, coming in at 9-7. And if I'm not mistaken, last week it was a funky week for him. Let me check back and see what he did last week. Because he requested that I change his name to the Mister. And I think he had a pretty funky week last week, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. And damn. It must have been bad because I can't find it. He's running from me. It could be that or the wine. Here he is. He was 9-7 last week. Oh, we might have found ourselves a new Jeff Fisher. We might have found ourselves a new Jeff Fisher in the Mister. 9-7, 9-7. What will he be next week? I give you one guess. Dark Chief. Sindeco. And the worst ever round out your 9-7 selections from this week. I got a story for each and every single one of these guys. Let's start with Dark Chief. I'm going to fry Dark Chief up a little bit later on, so I'm going to save that story for when we get to the other, his alter ego. I cracked myself up. Sindeco. Sindeco wanted to get mad at me because a couple of people, I have been pronouncing their names incorrectly. Most notably, Dre True Statement. I've been calling him Drew True Statement for the last like 3 weeks to a month. And he finally said, hey man, it's Dre, not Drew, bruh. And I looked at him like, damn, what was I looking at the whole entire time? And then Isaac Schnook. I've been calling him Isaac. His name is Isaac Schnook. And since I was coming down pretty hard on him, he's like, hey, bruh, just so you know, I'm going to prove you wrong with my picks, and it's 2 A's, not 2 S's. So Sindeco says, hey, bruh, I like how other people get you to correct their name, but you don't elongate the pronunciations of their names, or you don't give them a hard time. You just say, oh, my bad. But with me, you want to make a big stink out of it, and you want to elongate the pronunciation of my name. He said, I'm going to get you for that. I said, what you got to realize, bro? Sindeco. Let me talk to you for a second. Sindeco. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me take a sip first, though. Some good stuff. I need it too. Bruh, what you got to understand is we got a special relationship, man. Because I say your name like that, you stand out amongst the crowd. We have a special connection due to your name. That's our little thing. If I did that with everybody, that would make us, our connection, wouldn't make it as strong. It would slacken the connection, the bond that we have. That's our thing. If you want it to go away, it's not going away. So embrace it. Realize that you're special. You're not like the rest. You're Sindeco. And you went 9-7, which means you lost again. But Your Panthers won, and you said I will gladly take a real W, which was another shot at me because I looked at their wins after that ugly loss to New Orleans. I said, these boys don't have no real wins. They beat a 0-4 San Francisco team when they were winless, 0-0. But we knew they weren't going to be any good. And the second week, you beat a Buffalo Bills team. That's actually a good win now after they went on the road and beat Atlanta. But nonetheless, I challenged them to get a real dub. They went and got a real dub. So you might not be drinking tonight because your team won. Still went 9-7 though. And worst ever, last week your picks were the worst ever. You were sipping from the piss cup, my man. This week, it wasn't outhouse to penthouse, but you were close. Still. Almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. You know the rules of the game. Play. As we move on. 8-8. These guys here, they weren't terrible. They weren't great. They were average. They were 8-8. Smoking Jay. Isaac Snook. And I got to change his name. Matter of fact, I'll do it tomorrow. It's 2 A's, not 2 S's, man. Joe Sharp. Wasn't that sharp this week. Toe Kanye the God. He would not be proud of 8-8. Mr. Silent Nation. OTS Flow. Dark Fears Fire Gaming. Sir Crimson Pony. J Moo. Bobby Marley. All these guys, 8-8. Along with my man, AP9000. So, let's run through these cats quickly. I need a refill. Gonna need a refill. So let me go ahead and get that first. Before we turn up. I'm going to tell you something. Smoking Jay need to stay off that stuff. I think the last 2 weeks, Smoking Jay's pick's been a little, should I say, a little angel dusty. I think his J is laced with something. I think we said that last week. I think that's facts. As he goes 8-8 again. I can't be the one to talk. I haven't been good myself the last couple of weeks. But losing is losing. Damn it. And as long as I'm not sipping from the piss cup, no, I'm not going to lower the bar. Losing is losing. And when you go below the Mendoza line, shame. Isaac Snook. Man said he was going to shut me up. He was going to show me. Show me what? How to be average? Hell, I'm already doing that, bro. I don't need help with that. I need you to step your game up. If you're going to talk trash, I'm going to need you to back that up. 8-8. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Joe Sharp. Not sharp enough, bro. I hope you had a fun time in Vegas, and I'm glad you went to Vegas when you did and you weren't there last week. Okay? Or this past week. As we know the nonsense that went on up there. But he was in Vegas 2 weeks ago. Wasn't able to send pics that week. Came back and was like, man, I'm back. I love it. Here are my picks. 8-8. Have a seat. AP9000, you can't win every single week. I think AP9000, if I'm not mistaken, he was outstanding last week. He was 11-5. Can't be outstanding every week. This NFL, boy, it's tough. It'll get you. Every now and again, it'll get you. And he got this week. Toe first week on the job. Damn, you can't get caught sleeping on the first week on the job, man. Shit. First week on the job and you already mediocre. Nothing but up from here, I guess. Or is it? You could be sipping from the piss cup next week. We'll see. Kanye the God? Nah, bro. Kanye would not be proud of this. 8-8. We know Kanye is not average. So I'm going to need you to step up with the picks. Matter of fact, let me see what you did last week. Damn, homie. Just last week, you was 8-8, homie. The up happened to you. You know what? You can call you Kanye the average from now on. Until you stop getting 8-8s, you Kanye the average. Change your name to Kanye the average. Mr. Silent Nation, nobody hears you at 8-8. You're not loud enough. You're not quiet enough. Nobody hears you. OTS Flow. I think you were terrible last week. Matter of fact, let me check the sheet. Just to double check. 5-11, yeah. Damn. You were getting pissed on last week. So 8-8, I guess you after 5-11, you'll take 8-8. Dark Fierce Fire Gaming. What did I tell y'all about Dark Fierce Fire Gaming? What did I tell y'all about X Gaming and all them cats? What did I tell y'all about them gaming cats? I told you they're losers. They're gamers. They're not football prognosticators. So expect to see Dark Fierce Fire Gaming and X Gaming and all of those cats. Anybody with gaming in their name. Sir Crimson Pony, all them cats. Expect to see them on the loser side of things. Most weeks. I told you that. I made a declaration last week. I won't play him. Look at where Dark Fierce Fire Gaming is. Look at where Sir Crimson Pony is. More like My Little Pony. Bobby Marley. Bruh. A wise man once told me, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Bruh, don't give up the fight. You keep making picks. One day, you'll be on the right side of things. Don't give up the fight. Last week, you was drowning. This week, you're still fighting. You're still paddling. Upstream. You ain't going no damn well, but at least you still fighting. Keep up the fight, bruh. One day, your picks will not go in vain for your love. J Moo. Moo. Need you to do better than that, bruh. Hey, Nate. Matter of fact, I think you was on some nonsense last week. Let me check you out real quick. You're another one of them cats that be funky a lot, too. You were 9-7 last week. So you dropped down 8-8. I can see you at 7-9. Well, it's not going to be 16 games this week. I can see you. A lot of people are going to be below the double-digit line next week because it's not as many games. It's not going to be as easy to get double digits. Now this is what I like right here. Less games, 14 games this week. In order to go to double digits, you got to get 10 out of 14 games. That's tough. A lot of y'all gonna sink. We're going to see who's going to swim. J Moo, I expect you to sink. I ain't going to lie to you. Now we get to the real funk. Funk on a whole new level. The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble. We get to the cats that couldn't even make it to the damn Mendoza line. These guys stink. Andrew Kim. What happened to him? Damn. Damn, homie. Just last week, you was the man, homie. The up happened to you. I'm going to tell you what happened to you. 7-9 happened to you. That's what happened to your ass. The Baltimore Ravens happened to you. You another one of them cats. Stop picking your team when you know damn well they're not going to win. I ain't going to tell you again. Because you the competition. You right up there in that conglomerate of guys that start off this season pretty well. I ain't going to give you too much more advice. It's the last piece of advice you getting from Louie T. Your damn Ravens, not very good. And you know it. Injuries have taken their toll. You know when y'all can win and you know when y'all can't win. You knew damn well y'all weren't going to beat the Steelers. You knew that. You deserve your 7-9, buddy. And you deserve to take off that crown. Hand it over. It's not yours anymore. Be better. We're going to be better. I expect better from you. You expect better from me. We're going to push each other, man. We're going to be back like cooked crap. Let's move on, man. Sad Colts fan. It's all good, man. Just like your team, you're trying. You're trying hard, but you are at a disadvantage. It's okay. I don't blame you for going 7-9. Black L.A.B. You couldn't have foreseen what happened to your running back, and you probably thought Sam Bradford was going to play like the rest of us. I'm not mad at you, but that was only one game, bro. What happened to the other ones? Well, let me check you out, because I think you was funky last week, too. You was 9-7. Okay. All right. So you've been a bona fide loser this year, too. It's okay. It's all good. Cloud. You're not on cloud 9. More like 7-9. Wow. At least your team's playing well, though. Right? Right? Yeah. At least there's a silver lining in this cloud. You get it? I cracked myself up. Other than that, there are no silver linings. Your picks stink. Ginger Callum. Damn, you started off hot. Your first week was like 11-4. I was like, whoa. And since then, it's been downhill. And I'm talking hard. Last week, I think you might have been one of the worst cats smoking last week. Let me check it out. My memory is pretty sharp. And I'm pretty sure Ginger Callum struggled mightily last week. Where you at? Usually when I can't find your picks, that means they're hiding because they were so bad. Let me find these things. There you go. 5-11. I knew I wasn't tripping. You know I wasn't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds on? Yeah. Ginger Callum, you've been struggling. Struggling. Since that hot start. I think I figured it out, though. You just don't know what the hell is going on. That first week was pure luck. Luck, I tell you. And that's what the NFL does. It separates the real from the fake. Because you can fake it one week, but it's only so long you can keep up that charade, not know what the hell is going on, and start picking teams by the mascots. Ooh, Seahawks and Colts. Which one do I think is going to win? That Seahawk looks pretty tough. I'll take the Seahawks. 49ers or the Cardinals? I like that 49ers emblem. And those colors, that gold, it's awesome. I'll take the 49ers. Only so long you can do that for the NFL gods start looking at you like, hey, man, that's cute. Get his ass. Put a 5-11 on his ass. Yes, sir. Travis Barker, you lied to me, man. You told me you was legit. Last week, I think you were in double digits, Chief. If I'm not mistaken, you might have been the hottest cat smoking last week at like 11-5. 12-4. You lied to me, man. I don't like being lied to. You were the hottest cat smoking on the block last week. Now you're not. This is why you not hot. Because you a liar. You a cheat. And if you lie, you cheat. And if you cheat, you steal. And if you steal, well, that means you Travis Barker. Hey, you 7-9. You stole a win last week. Not this week. RG3 hashtag. He's a permanent loser. You already know where this man's going to be every single week. You know what to expect from him. It's in the name. Smoking that 3. Yeah, he's smoking something, all right. He's smoking a lot of L's. Every time he puffs, it's another L. You know where to find this man on the loser. But I could permanently place this man over here. It's just, how bad is the damage? Is it 9-7? Is it 8-8? Is it 7-9? Is it 6-10? Or with these bye weeks coming up, is it 5-9? Is it 8? Is it 6-8? We're gonna find out next week. Stay tuned. X final game. And I told y'all about these gaming cats, man. I ain't stutter. Told y'all about them last week. You know where to find these gaming cats. They don't know how to put the sticks down and make picks. They got the sticks and they trying to make picks at the same time. The two don't mix. Chuck K. I ain't even going to say nothing to him. Jim Hoover. This is the second week in a row you've been a super Hoover doodle stain remover. Ha ha. Hey, Jim. Make better picks. Let me check your picks out last week. I think you was funky last week too. My brain works, man. I may be a little impaired, but my brain still works. Functions fine. And I think Jim picks weren't fine last week. You find Jim. Like I told you, when you run from me, when your picks aren't easy to find the week prior, that usually means you're hiding from something. You're hiding from being exposed. I could have sworn Jim sent some picks in last week. There you are. You were 8-8 last week. So right around where you were this week. And finally, let's go ahead and get through everybody else. Vincent Cole, PD Pablo, Bright Chief. I got a story to tell about that one. Young Mello, and yeah, your man Louie T. Man, oh man, was it a funky week for me. And I would have gladly took 6 and 10. That would have meant my Redskins won. As good as it was to see the Cowboys lose, see the Patriots go down, to see the Giants lose. I didn't pick the Giants, but didn't matter. They lost. To see the Falcons go down, undefeated, get knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten. To see the Titans lose, which I'm a Titans guy, but to see Deshaun Watson, I like Deshaun Watson. I cannot lie. I want to see that young man succeed. Just to see the way things transpire. I was okay with a lot of my losses, but it's the ones like Jacksonville where I'm like, I want to smack the hell out of you, Jacksonville. Yo, punk ass. Cleveland, you are one more loss from being suspended from my sheet for 4 weeks. For PDW. Performance detrimental to winning. You one more loss when I pick your stinking ass from being suspended from my sheet, even if I think you can win. You suspended off my sheet for 4 weeks. One more loss when I think you can win. One more, and you suspended for 4 weeks off my damn sheet. Stinking bastards. I picked them just knowing they were going to find a way to beat Cincinnati, and they got their ass whooped. And when I watched the game, it pissed me off because they could have won that game. They had all they needed in the start of that game to go out and win, and they pissed it away. Pissed me off. But I made some stupid picks. I deserve what I got. When you make dumbass picks, you get dumbass results. That's what I get. Young Mello, just like a damn basketball player. You stay not showing up for Thursday night. Just like a damn basketball player. Don't never show up for study hall. Don't never show up for class on time. Then they can just show up whenever the hell they want because they're a damn basketball player. He got Dr. Loss for not showing up on time. Thursday night football, he just took a loss. Every week, he take an L on Thursday night. Show up on like Saturday with his picks. Damn basketball players, I tell you. Bright Chief, I got to get the Bright Chief. Let's talk about this. I may be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong though. All right, y'all check this out. Y'all look up at 9 and 7. What looks familiar at 9 and 7 and 7 and 9? Y'all find the two correlations there. I'll give y'all a second. I'm going to sip this wine while y'all find it. Y'all found it yet? So you know what I've been saying the last couple of weeks about Dark Chief? Bro, you need to come into the light. Your picks aren't bright enough. Your picks are so dark. That's why you're on the losing side of things. You need to step into the light. Be delivered. So you know what I think my man, Dark Chief, did? Was he created an alter ego. Bright Chief. And sent picks in with Bright Chief and Dark Chief, and they kind of interchanged. So I compared the two sheets. Because I was ready to fry this man up. I said, no, this man didn't change his name from Dark Chief to Bright Chief to try to change his luck. Because I've been talking about needing to step into the light. So I put down his picks and I went and I did some research. I went and checked his YouTube channel out and I said, man, this looked like this was just created. And sure enough, I saw Dark Chief next and I said, wait a minute. It's the same mother effer. And I looked at the picks and sure enough, one game had Carolina, one Chief had New England. One Chief had the Jets, the next Chief had the Jags. I said, this guy's trying to manipulate the system. And he still lost on both of them. What a pathetic loser. No offense. None taken, man. It's all good, man. It's all love. Gotta do what you gotta do to win, man. But if you're gonna do that, then win, man. Win. I gotta sip my wine on that one, y'all. PD Pablo. PD Pablo said, man, I just want to make enough picks. So this man is content with being just good enough. He doesn't want to be great. He said, I just want to make good enough picks so I don't get roasted. Y'all let me know if 7-9 is good enough to not get roasted. This man has as a thumbnail Squidward. SpongeBob. I just went 9-7 with my picks again. Hey, Pop. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You don't want to get roasted? Don't go 9-7. Wait, don't go 7-9. Don't go 7-9. Stay above the Mendoza line. Don't be like me. Don't be like Louie T. Don't be a bum. Be better than me. I always tell y'all that. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Especially when I'm 7-9. Below the Mendoza line. Don't be like me. Don't want to be like me. Not when my name is blue. My name should always be red. Because my picks are supposed to be hot. My picks been cold. Like that nasty hot ham and cheese sandwich you get from the cafeteria. When you don't bring your bag lunch on a school field trip, they give you a hot ham and cheese sandwich except it's cold and disgusting. That's how my picks been. That's why my name is blue. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Pablo PD. We're 7-9 again. Vincent Cole. No, bruh. What are you doing? There's no excuse for you to be 7-9. Well, let me check what you did last week. Because I really think I'm starting to see your name on the loser side a ton. I'm starting to lose faith in you too. See where you was at last week, Vincent Cole. Because I know you sent me something last week. There you go. You were 7-9 last week. 7 gonna be your permanent number. So you got one more week to disprove the theory that you a 7-9 prognosticator. Now, not gonna be 16 games this week. So 7 gonna get you 7-7. You end up 7-7 this week or lower, we getting in that ass next week. Or as a wise woman once told me, you don't make smart picks today, you gonna get your salad tossed tonight. Not by Louie T, by the NFL. They gonna toss your salad. Better step your goddamn game up, Vincent Cole. All right. Now we get to the losers of the losers, the biggest losers of the week. We call them the Piss Cup Crew here on the winners and losers. So let's get to these Piss Cup mofos, shall we? Dre, true statement. His first time on the program, making picks. He was a lurker. For the longest, he said, man, let me jump in this mix and show y'all how to do it. Then show us, Dre. Warm it up, Dre. I'm about to. Warm it up, Dre. That's what I was going to do. Warm it up, Dre. I'm about to warm it up, Dre. That's what I was going to do. You was going to do it? At 6 and 10? Yeah, you was going to warm it up all right. How that piss feel, man? It's hot? It's warm? How it feel to you? Hey, Dre, you my boy. But that shit right there, that's despicable. That's dirty. That's nasty. That's filthy. It's the bottom of the barrel. The scum of the earth. Pick it up. Ah! Not my man. No, say it ain't so. Ah! 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 No. Shotgun. Lock and load. Load it up. Ready. Aim. Fire. Somebody shot the hawk out the sky. No. I can't see it coming down my eye, so I gotta let the hawk cry. I can't see it coming down my eye, so I gotta watch the hawk cry. God, I gotta watch the hawk die. Not 6 and 10, not you, Hawk. Say it ain't so, bro. Say it ain't so. No, not you. Not you, Hawk. You was up there with me in week 1. You was up there in week 2. What you doing, Hawk? You can't be 6 and 10. No. What's going on, man? Not you. Man. I definitely need another drink after that. Not my man, Hawk. Of all people. Damn it, man. See what they do to me? They forcing me to drink, y'all. It's bad enough my picks were bad. It's bad enough the Redskins ain't win. It's bad enough we got a bye week and we got the sour taste in our mouth. Now Hawk is 6 and 10. What is the world coming to? Eduardo O'Neal. Loser for life. That's what I call him. He's a loser for life. He'll be on this side of the bracket on just about every week. So this isn't a surprise to me. He's where he needs to be. Eduardo O'Neal, 7 and 9, 6 and 10. He's always somewhere over here. I know where to find him. I don't have to look far. I know where to look. He's over here somewhere. He's where he needs to be. He deserves to get pissed on. We move on to the next guy. Now, this guy is intriguing here. Enrique Valencia. All right. So I didn't tell y'all this last week. I saved this one because I knew he was going to do this again. I didn't expect it to be back-to-back weeks. Once is luck. 2 is a trend. This is a trend. This is what this man does, okay? So last week, this man went 6 and 10. Luckily enough for him, some people went 5 and 11, so I didn't kill him like I should have. This week, so last week, let's rewind a little bit though. Last week, right? Let me take a sip first. This man last week said, I love when people do this too. This is the shit that I get my rocks off on this. So I read this man's caption around his picks. He said, with confidence. He said this, you know how somebody say something with their head moving, their head bobbing like this. You know what I mean? Like nonchalantly, like, yo, here go my picks. This is 12 or 13 wins right here. This is 12 or 11 wins. For sure, okay? He said guaranteed 11 or 12 right here. That's what the man said last week. He said, with a head bob, this is a guaranteed 11 or 12 right here. And then proceeded to list his picks down. 6 and 10 last week. Whoa, buddy. So then this week, this man says, well, I'm going to be better than I was last week. Are you sure about that? I love it when people talk trash and it blow up in their face. I do it all the time. But see, this is the thing. I don't go 6 and 10 2 weeks in a row. Okay? I don't go 6 and 10, period. All right? That's double-digit losses. Do you know how hard it is to do that? I was close and I wanted it because I wanted my Redskins to win. I was close. And had I lost, a lot of people would have had double-digit losses. And that doesn't excuse anything. Again, excuses are the tools of the incompetent, or translation on this program, excuses are the tools of losers. That being said, though, Enrique went 6-10 2 weeks in a row. So on this program from now on, we're gonna refer to Enrique as Enrique Iglesias, not Enrique Valencia, Enrique Iglesias. Bailamos, let the rhythm take you over. Bailamos, te quiero, amo mío. Bailamos. I know just enough Spanish to be dangerous. Enrique Iglesias, 6-10. Bailamos. Dance. And that is your winners and losers for week number 4 in the National Football League. Dilly dilly. And from there, we take a look at the leaderboard. Everybody wants to see where they are. Open your eyes. Let your conscience be free. Here go your standings for week number 4 with your man Louie T. Double E. All right. So those are your standings up to date after 4 weeks of football, 4 weeks of winners and losers here on the Winners and Losers program here on the Louie T Network. Hope you got to see where you were. If not, simply just go back to the playback section, watch the video, pause it, analyze. It's really simple. But in any event, I want to get to some of your comments before we get to my picks. I'm going to make my picks very quickly today. I'm not going to hold you guys up. I don't want to keep you here any longer than I need to. So we'll get to some of your comments, pull out a couple, and we'll keep it moving. All right. So here we go. Probably missed some of your comments. Obviously, the more comments you make, the more comments they push down and I don't get to. So that being said, Dart Sealer 1995 says, what do you think is the hardest game to pick this week? Let me look at the picks, the games real quick. If I can remember who's playing who, because I already made my selections. I ain't doing that shit no more. I've done it the first 4 weeks. It was okay because I was winning. Now you start losing. Now you got to do it the right way. So you take away privileges. That's what happens when you start acting up. Got to go parent on my ass. Start taking away privileges. You can't just look at the picks on the show for the first time and make picks. Nah, you ain't good enough to do that no more. The hardest pick to make, that Detroit game is tough. Carolina at Detroit. That's a tough game to pick. Excuse me. 2 winless teams, San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers, New York Giants. Who wants to pick that garbage? You know? I mean, it's a couple of them. Jets and Browns. Come on, man. Seriously, do I have to? Do I have to? It's a lot of funk, trash, and garbage, nastiness, doo-doo on this slate of games. All right. Baltimore at Oakland. If that ain't the funkiest 2-2 matchup I've ever seen, one team can't score, the other team don't have their quarterback. I don't know what the hell they gonna do. Ugh. I smell straight booty cheeks. That's another funky ass game. It's a lot of those this week. They could go either way. Coin flip. Flip a coin, heads, Oakland, tails, Baltimore. It's a lot of those games this week. But if you ask me what's the most intriguing game, the best game of the week, it's either Detroit at home versus Carolina or the Rams at home versus Seattle. Those are the two I'm circling on the calendar. Can't wait to watch those. Houston and Kansas City will be fun to watch, but it's not the best game of the weekend. Those two are the best games. 3-1 Carolina, 3-1 Detroit, and then you've got 3-1 Los Angeles Rams trying to hold it down in that division against 2-2 Seattle. That should be a lot of fun. So those are the games. And then obviously another game, 3-1 Green Bay at 2-2 Dallas, a rematch of the NFC divisional round matchup that was a classic. So if I had to pick one, if you put a gun to my head and said, pick a game, man, I would go with Detroit and Carolina. BE says, I don't see it as disrespect. I see it as a challenge that I got to get better when we have weeks where we have so many trap games. You were outstanding this week, BE. Cups up? BE, man. Dilly dilly. Real talk, man. You was outstanding last week. Dre True Statement says, proud losers, LMAO. Laughing my ass off. Hey, we were repping too hard tonight, man. Pepe the YouTuber says, loser squad repping. Hey, look, man, don't brag about that, man. We were too deep. Hey, I'm not even glad to be a part of that group, man. We was repping way too hard. Blackbird Blitz says, tell wifey if these bums make better picks, the show would be shorter. Bums must be roasted on winners and losers. I'm one of those bums. I can't. Last 2 weeks, I was one of them bums. I can't even talk. Pepe, the YouTuber, says, yep, should have just kept my original picks. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man. Blackbird Blitz says, are you saying these bums flip like Ray Lewis when they change their picks? Hashtag they be praying. Yeah, man. A lot of these cats changed their picks. Andrew Kim changed 3 picks. 2 out of his 3 that he changed ended up being wrong, and he ended up 7-9. Could have been 9-7. That's the difference between him still being at the top of the leaderboard and him being at 3rd or 4th place looking up at some cats that jumped him and leapfrogged him. Stick with your picks, man. Dummies over money, man. Stick to the script. We cop, we re-up, get back on our... That's how it goes, man. Stick to the script. Stick to your picks. Squints one says, nah, fam, I'm picking them again. Hey, bro, do your thing. And next week, you'll be on the loser side again because you picked the Chargers again. Do your thing. Keeban says, this is my first ever picks. I have a feeling I'm going to do bad. You can't go in thinking you're going to do bad, man, or else you're going to do bad, man. Don't do that. Have confidence in yourself. If you don't have confidence in yourself, who will? Let that be a lesson for all y'all out there in every walk of life. If you don't have confidence in you, who's going to have confidence in you? No one should sell you better than you. No one. No one can sell me better than me. I'm going to sell the hell out of me because I know me and I know what I'm capable of. Don't undersell yourself, man. Don't sell yourself short. I Break for Rapper says, any advice for us Chargers fans? The best thing I can tell you to do is go into every game hoping for the best but expecting the worst. Keep expectations extremely low so that when they do disappoint, you're not disappointed. I already knew that shit was going to happen. That's how you go into games when you know your team is going to set you up for disappointment. Set the bar as low as you can set it without being pessimistic. All right? Wait, there's no T in that, right? It's pessimistic, right? Right. Blame that. That's not me talking. Don't set the bar as low as you can set it without being pessimistic. Okay? You want to go in having a positive mindset. We can win this game, but set the bar low enough so that when they don't win, when they find a way to lose in Los Angeles Chargers fashion like they always do, when they create a new way to lose, you can say, oh man, haven't seen that one yet, but I knew something like that was coming. I'm good. I could turn the game off, watch Sunday Night Football, and not even be mad. Watch the Chiefs go to 5-0 and not even be mad we 0-5. That's what you do if you're a Chargers fan. Squints1 says, Eric Flowers ain't going to be able to block Ingram or Bosa. You're right. You're absolutely right. Eli Manning's just going to throw the ball faster than they can get to him. That's all. Squints1 says, I've gone 9-7 3 times already. I'm the Jeff Fisher. Hey, look, man, you can have the title of being the Jeff Fisher, bro. Nobody wants that. That's not good. It is consistent, though. I will say that. It is consistent, but nobody wants to be in the loser side of things every week. Nobody wants that. So if you want to claim the Jeff Fisher crown, knock yourself out, man. You can have it, bro. Excuse me. RJ West says, I'm hoping for a better week after the last 2 upset weeks. Picking the Ravens last week really hurt. Well, you deserve to be hurt if you picked the Ravens. If you actually thought the Ravens were going to beat the Steelers, not being able to score double-digit points, you need to wash your face, get your mind right. Where's the psychological sense in that, man? Ask Andrew Kim. Wait a minute. You can't ask Andrew Kim. He thought the Ravens were going to win too. Shame. Dre True Statement says, the new Jeff Fisher of Louie T Live. Hey, man, Squints1 already put dibs on it. He's going 9-7 every week. Sorry, the mister. He took your title, man. Maybe you can actually get double digits. Squints is perfectly content with being 9-7 every week. Young Mello says, I'm just happy my Panthers won. They did win. They did win. That was a gorgeous win. But see, this is why they should have never gave you N-words money. Did you see what Cam did today? Being sexist to the female reporter. It's funny that you, being a female, want to talk about running routes. No, Cam, you can't do that. And for that, Young Mello, you're going to be a loser again next week. Your man just did you in for the week. Keeban says, since you're talking about saying names wrong, you said mine wrong. It's Kevin, but with a B. So it's Keeban, not Keeban. Thanks anyway. So it's Kevin. Kevin. Okay. There you go. So you're no longer Keeban. You're Kevin. That's a funny name. You know that? Kevin. Is that your real name? If it is, I apologize. No, I don't. Kevin. I got you, Kevin. Kevin. Damn. Why didn't I think of that? Kevin. Instead of Kevin. Hey, look, man. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry, man. Blame it on the wine. You can't blame it on the wine. I've been calling you Kevin for like 2 years. Jaleel says, so you stunk this week too, huh? Yeah, man. Funky. I smelled like straight ass cheek. My pick smelled like straight ass. Smell them from a mile away, man. I'm going to tell you what. The first half of the games, I was done. I was clean the rest of the way. The only other game I lost was the Eagles game. I picked the Chargers. Thought they could win. And after I watched that game, I vomited in my mouth just a little bit. Just a little bit. Swallowed that vomit because I'm gross like that. And I went on with my day. But for the most part, I was clean the second half of the day. I won 4 out of the 5 afternoon games. I won the Sunday night and the Monday night game. So that's where I salvaged my week. I was literally like 2-7 or 2-8 after the first wave of games. Like the first one of those 1 o'clock games ate my ass alive in a way that I've never been destroyed. I was dissected like a frog in 8th grade science class in the 1 o'clock games. Tennessee lost. Cleveland lost. Jacksonville lost. Atlanta lost. Dallas lost. That's 5 right there. Right? I'm not done. New England lost. That's 6. I got one more. I got to have one more somewhere. I got to have one more. Miami lost to start my day off. 7 losses from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, or from 9 to 4:30, I got my ass kicked. The rest of the day, I was fine. I ain't never had my ass kicked like that in the first half of games, ever. That was crazy. So yeah, I stunk too, man. I was funky. Dark Sealer 1995 says, this week's teams are Lucy pulling the football away, and people who fell into the trap are Charlie Brown. So yeah, I was Charlie Brown. Damn it. And I kept falling for the same damn trick. Come on, kick the ball, Charlie Brown. Boom. Hit the damn ground. Ah, Lucy. Yeah, that was me. Dumb. Falling for the same damn tricks. BE says, this has to be a top 5 stream so far. Does it? I don't know. Sean Mack says, I'll take Flacco over EJ Manuel all day long. Will you? I don't know, man. We'll see when I get to my picks. I'll explain myself. Sean Mack says, dog, hashtag dog. Mixing wine with that cooked crack isn't good, bro. It isn't. I had to put that shit down and pick this up. I needed this. That cooked crack, that's for the losers, man. I had to put that shit down. It's not good for your health. Dark Sealer 1995 says, Lou, you are funky this week. LOL. Don't ever bet on Cleveland. Don't do it. You're right. I deserve what I got, man. I deserve everything I got. Toe Air says, hey, Louie T, don't talk about me. I did better than you. You did do better than me this week, man. But are you bragging about 8-8, bro? Are you doing that? Is that what you're doing? Because I got an 11-5, a 12-4 under my belt this year. Are you bragging about an 8-8? Just let me know. If that's what we doing, this is why I say I let the losers worry about losing, man. So if you bragging about 8-8, I'm going to let you continue to brag about 8-8 while I'm going to get double digits, man. You can keep talking about your 8-8, your 7-7, your 6-6. You can have that, bro. I don't want it. If being wrong is right, I don't want to be wrong. I never want to be wrong. Ever. Speaking of which, Blackbird Blitz says, all these 7-9 losers are in need of an Amber Alert. Where they at? Dark Chief exposed. Ban that bone. You see what he tried to do, B3? He tried to pull the old doopsie-doo on us. He didn't even, but look, I'm going to give him some credit for being a thug. He was a G. He didn't even try to hide the fact that he was coming with an alias. He named it. He named it Bright Chief. He didn't even try to hide it. He was like, oh, I don't even give a damn. They know I'm going alternate sheets here. I don't care. He didn't even try to make it. He didn't even try to be discreet. He didn't try to be oblivious with it. That man said, hey, I'm telling you I'm going with 2 sheets. And he still lost. I love it. The football gods know when you're trying to cheat. They don't let you win, man. They don't let you win. One went 9-7, one went 7-9. Wow. Sean Mack says, keep my cold beer down there below the Mendoza line, dog. Hey, I got it down here. This been in the freezer with me down below the Mendoza line all day long. That's why it's still cold, man. I got it. I got your beer too, man. I'll hold it. You ain't got to worry about me drinking. I'm a wine connoisseur. You ain't got to worry about me drinking your beer, man. It'll be down here for you. Matter of fact, I'll leave the beer down here for you. I'm going upstairs. You can have it. It'll be down here waiting on you next week, Sean Mack. Kevin says, you're going to have horrible picks another week. I'm going 16. I love the cats that proclaim they're going 16-0. He'll be the guy next week that goes 6-8. Yeah, he's telling me he's going 16-0. Y'all remember this. Kevin said he's going 16-0. He's pointing the bat to the center field wall. He's calling out a shot. How many times do those guys strike out? The Mister says, this season is effing sorcery, full of shitty upsets. Hey, that's what the NFL is all about, man. So you got to find a way to navigate your way around that nonsense. And a lot of cats did, man. A lot of cats find a way to get double digits. No excuses. Excuse me. Dre True Statement says, first time this year and first time ever being under the Mendoza. And without double digits. I deserve the piss cup, shaking my head. I might need to go back to Andre Mogul. Let's see what Dre True Statement has to offer first, man, before you do that. All right. Let's see now. I went down too far. Here we go. BE says, coming for that number one spot. Hey, you up after that 11-5, bro? I ain't got nothing to say to you, man. I ain't got nothing to say to you. That was a hell of a week you put up last week. Brown Shoe T2 says, LOL, we have the same amount of wins this year, Lou. What's going on? I know. I feel bad. Anytime I look at my record and I can look at Brown Shoe T2 and you got the same record as me, something is horribly wrong. The NFL should be ashamed of themselves for doing me like this. Mark Vaughn says, classic show. Is it? Really? The Mister says, that's all right, Lou. I'm in 2 weeks. My black ass managed to squeeze in that top 50. I'm a Hall of Famer. The fastest man to get in the top 50. Hey, look, man. Get in the top 20 and then we can talk. Don't talk to me about it. This is not the NBA. The top 50 does not get you among the best ever. I need you to get in the top 20 first, bro. Enrique Valencia says, well, at least I'm consistent. I have to be better. You damn right you got to be better. Pick the Jets, Sean Mack says. He says, I'm always confident, bro. That's why I'm always finishing in the top 10. Hashtag dog. We'll see. We'll see about that. Enrique Valencia says, next week I'm going undefeated. Time to step my game up another level. Here we go with another 16-0 guy. Well, there's not 16 games next week. There's 14. Here's another one of these undefeated guys. We know what Enrique Valencia is doing next week. He's going 4-10 next week. Sean Mack tells Enrique Valencia, don't become the hashtag Lamroob Fab Verizon of my, he meant version of my Browns. Hashtag laughing my ass off at 6-10 every week. He might be that guy. Flash Goodwin says, I'm back and I'm coming for that title. You so damn late is not even funny, but I will take your picks. I will take your picks gladly to add you to the list of cats that's not getting it done. Alex says, what you drinking, bro? I'm drinking that Dublin, man. I just went to the winery and I had me a blast. If you're on my IG, you saw me at the Dublin factory. I posted pictures of me going there in South Carolina. I went down to Myrtle Beach. This is my favorite wine, Dublin. I should be sponsored by them because I'm always promoting their stuff. Dublin. Now, they got a number of variety of wines. They're made of muscadine. This is not a wine show. What am I doing here? Let me pour me another glass. Finish this bottle off. And We can get back to the proceedings this evening. I'm not going to sit here and talk wine with you, man. I'm drinking Dublin. Reese says, I can't wait to see your reaction when we beat the Pats tomorrow, Lou. Hashtag soon you will believe. Y'all barely beat the Giants, man. I'll believe it when I see it. Alex says, laughing my ass off, you need to drink for videos more often. Y'all are terrible, man. Colton Campbell says, I'm going 6-10, LOL. Are you really putting that on yourself? Really? BE says, I got 13-3 and 11-5 under my belt. That's how you do it. Start stacking them wins up like bricks, man. Worst ever says, just tuned in after the D-backs win. How'd I do this week? You were bad again, just not as bad as you were last week. Your picks weren't worst ever. You just weren't good again. I think you were 8-8. Excuse me. Hawk says, week 5 picks cut and dry. Keep it simple, stupid. You and me both, man. Get back to the basics. Dark Sealer 1995 says, you might see a light sealer posted pics this week. Hashtag Thug Life, hashtag secret account. Hey, man. Hey, look, Dark Sealer, I can't believe this, man. He had some balls on him, though. I ain't even mad. Alex says, I'm starting to feel like the NFC East will come down to Philly and Washington. They are the best teams right now. Not discounting Dallas, but I think they are a bit overhyped and their schedule is tough. We'll see. This is a big week for them. They got Green Bay. If they want to make a statement that they're not dead, beat Green Bay at home. That's a big one. Dre True Statement says, Hell, T.I. did it, so why can't Bright Chief or is it Dark Chief? Hey, look, man. Sometimes you just got to switch it up. Sean Mack says, that Budweiser will be down there past the expiration date. Hashtag dog. Yeah, I knew you knew what I was talking about. Alex says, this ain't no wine show. I know, man. That's what I said. This ain't no damn wine show. What am I doing here, man? We can't allow boxing to hijack this show, Sean Mack. You know, me and you would start talking boxing and we would never stop. Colton Campbell says, of course, I'm not you. I'm not. You told me last week I would go 6-10. Didn't you go double digits this week, man? I think you were not. You were outstanding this week. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, you went 10-6 this week, man. You were outstanding. So, can you do it again, though? I challenged you. You stepped up to the challenge. Can you do it again? That's the question. Reese says the Pats are at their most vulnerable. Them bad Bucks, here they come. The Pats are at their most vulnerable, but also no, they don't lose 2 games in a row. They haven't. I can't remember the last time they lost 2 games in a row. So it's up to you guys to make that come true. I don't know if you're game. Are you game? Squints1 says 10-4. Here I come. Since I can't go 9-7. No, you can't go 9-7. You can go 7. You can go 7 and you can go 7-7 though. That sounds about right. Dark Sealer 19. Oh wait, I skipped one. CF Coaster says, Lou, has anyone gone perfect in a week since you started? Nope. I haven't even gone perfect. I've gone 15-1 once. I've had 2 other people go 15-1, I believe, as well. I think. I know I've had a few 14-2s. I've never had a 6. I haven't even been 16-0. I've been 16-0 before I started doing this show when I was just making picks in a pool. When I won a pool before. No one's ever had 16-0. No one's ever had a perfect week. 14-0, 15-0, 13-0. Never. No, never had anybody have a perfect week here on the Louie T Network. Dark Sealer 1995 says, Myrtle Beach is the greatest. LOL. I go every year. I love Myrtle Beach. I've been multiple times. BE says, I have a secret account named Drunk Louie is going to post pics. Totally not my alt account I just made. Hey, y'all are giving it to Dark Chief tonight, man. Alex says, who are your top 5 boxers? You talking about of all time or right now? See, no, I'm not doing that tonight. Y'all are not going to, I may be a little tipsy, but I'm not drunk. Y'all are not going to turn this into anything other than a football show. All right. Jason D. Nicola says, didn't the Pats lose 2 in a row 3 years ago? They might have, but that was 3 years ago. How often is it that a team doesn't go 2 games in a row that they lose in a season? You talking about 3 years ago. Think about that for a second. And I don't even know if that's facts. I need somebody to fact check that. Dark Seal 1995 says the Pats are the most vulnerable. The Pats most vulnerable is other teams playing at their best, which is why Tampa Bay is probably in trouble on Thursday, but we'll see. Squints1 says, I can go perfect. Yeah, right. Sean Mack says, Pro Tech went 14-2 last year. And there were a couple of people that went 14-2, I think. Because remember, we had the chair last year. The lounge chair, the King's Throne last year that you get into with the best record for the season. And I think they were sharing it. I don't know if Pro Tech ended up taking over it by himself. He might have, but yeah. Sean Mack says, we need a boxing show like once a month, bro. We'd be dropping knowledge bombs on these cats. I actually have another channel called Louie T Sports, but I don't post enough up there. I started it, and then I just got too busy. Like once I get this Louie T network where I needed to be, then I can start getting busy because that other channel is going to be heavy on boxing, heavy on basketball, college football, that sort of thing, non-football related. All the football stuff is going to stay here. But I love boxing. You know that. You guys that have been following me for any amount of time, that follows me on Twitter, that follows me on IG, knows I love boxing. After football, it's my second favorite sport. Love boxing, then basketball, then baseball, then everything else is cluttered together. Cloud says, I'm doing better this week. Time to get on Cloud 9. Well, if you get on Cloud 9, just remember that's still not winning, bro. So you can have Cloud 9 all you like, but you still haven't even been there yet. So yeah, you might want to get on that. Alex says, he's right. My Eagles beat the Patriots after the Broncos beat them in overtime, I believe, in Denver. Again, it's like 3 years ago. That's a long time. In any event, time to get to my picks for this week. So pull the cap down as low as it can go. And let's get this party started, man. So we look at the picks for week 5, and it's not an easy week. Last week wasn't an easy week. The week before wasn't an easy week. And so this is no different. A lot of funky games I've already went through. I mean, let's just look at a couple of these games and just you tell me if this isn't pure funk on a whole new level. Jets at Browns. Wait, let me lick my lips like LL Cool J real quick. Panthers at Lions. That's not a funky game. That's just tough. 49ers at Colts? What am I supposed to do with that, man? This week is going to prove who's really about that life. Titans without Mariota possibly at Dolphins? Chargers at Giants. The two teams in this game are combined 0-8. But you want me to pick a winner, though. Seahawks at Rams. Family business. You know how the family do it. Ravens at Raiders. Is there a worse 2-2 game without Derek Carr? Is there a worse 2-2 game? Could you possibly schedule a worse 2-2 game? Packers, Cowboys. That's just tough. Not a bad game. It's a really good game. Just tough. Chiefs, Texans. It's just tough. Anyway, I'm not here to cry over spilt milk. I'm here to make picks. That's what the OGs do. They don't tell you how tough the games are. They just pick winners. And as a wise man once told me, this is what he said. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So you know what that says to me? NFL, you got me. You got me the last 2 weeks. But your punk ass won't get me this week. The jig's up. I'm on to your shenanigans. And I got some winners right here in front of me, man. And I'm about to give them out. I'm coming for your ass, NFL. Watch out. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm going to find these winners right now. Here we go. Patriots at Bucks. I just told you, the Patriots don't lose 2 games in a row. Simple as that. The Bucks, are they ready to take that next step? I'm not buying what they're selling. I watched them last week blow a 13-0 lead, only to come back and steal victory from the jaws of defeat. That was against an 0-3 Giants team. All right, they should have stepped on those boys' necks when they had a chance, but they didn't because they lack killer instinct. Sure, they got a killer instinct versus the Bears. Good for you. Do you have that against the Patriots? Nah, you ain't ready for that yet. Give me the Patriots on the road. Sunday game. Sunday. Here we go. Bills at Bengals. Look. Buffalo. That was impressive last week, man. Damn. You got me. You got me last week. You won't get me again this week, though. Because you think you will go on the road in the jungle and win? This is a different Cincinnati Bengals team, man. Their play calling actually makes sense now. And you just lost your best receiver, which isn't saying much because you don't have a lot at receiver. Unless you're going to throw it to Charles Clay 15 times like you did last week. You just lost Jordan Matthews for at least the next month. You're not going into Cincinnati. You're not fooling me, boy. You're not going into Cincinnati and winning. It's not happening. You need the Bengals at home to take care of business. In the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Watch the Bengals win. Jets at the Browns. What did I just tell y'all? Y'all just warned me. Y'all just told me. Stop picking the damn Browns. That's what y'all just told me. I'm hard-headed. I don't listen. And what did I tell y'all? The Browns got one more time to piss me off when they supposed to win at home before they get suspended from my sheet for 4 games. For PDW, performance detrimental to winning. Here's their last opportunity. Hey, look, if you want to win a game, here's your chance. I know it's not in the division. Here's your chance, though, right here. Home Jets. You getting your number 1 overall draft pick back, Myles Garrett. Here's your chance. Go get you a dub. You don't win this week, you ain't got to worry about Louie T putting his money on you no more. Give me the Browns at the crib to stop the Jets' 2-game winning streak. Yeah, I said it. The Jets have a 2-game winning streak. What the hell is this world coming to? If the Jets have a 3-game winning streak, next game. Carolina at Detroit. Look, Cam Newton just effed up. That's bad juju, man. That's bad karma. You can wear all the fancy suits and top hats and weird-ass Elton John glasses you like, but you don't make those kind of comments and expect the football gods not to come after your ass, man. You just effed up. And you're going on the road to take on a tough Detroit Lions defense. And that was cute last week, but the Patriots don't play no goddamn defense. They play offense. No D. Lions, not so much. You going into the D against a D that's going to give you an L. Give me the Lions at home. Take care of business. 49ers at Colts. I'm going to just refer to my sheet. No analysis here necessary. I'm just referring to my sheet. Colts win. Next. Titans, Dolphins. This shit is ugly. I don't know if Mariota's going to play. They said he's a game time decision. I don't know if he's going to play or not. This is the Dolphins, and Shame on me for not knowing that the game last week was in London. I picked the Dolphins because I thought they were at home. Then I had somebody like 2 hours after my live stream say, hey, do you still consider the Dolphins game a home game? It's over in London. I said, shit. Why didn't you tell me that 3 hours ago, bruh? That's what happens when you want to look at the picks and the games as you're doing them. No, I'm going to look at them shits before now. You ain't good enough to do that no more. After 9-7 or 8-8 or whatever the hell I did the last 2 weeks, I think it was 9-7 and 7-9. After that bullshit, nah, you got to look at the picks beforehand now. You don't get to look at them right as you make them. Nah, that ain't how we doing it no more. Dolphins are at home for the first time this season. That means something. Give me the Dolphins. Chargers at Giants. Look, man, damn it. One of these O's got to go, right? Somebody's O got to go. The Chargers are going to win at some point, right? Right? It's not this week, though. F the Chargers. I'm tired of picking them. I'm tired of losing because I picked they stinking ass. Give me the Giants, man. NFC East for life. Sticking with the Giants. Give me those boys at the crib. Cardinals at Eagles. Eagles are at the home. The Cardinals, look, they're 2-2. Not that impressive. They beat the Colts and they beat the 49ers. The two teams they've beat this season combined one win. You're not scaring anybody. The Eagles are 3-1 for a reason. That's a good football team. I'll take the Eagles. I hope you win, but you're not. Give me the Eagles at the crib to take care of business there. Jaguars at Steelers. That Jaguars defense is good enough to go into Pittsburgh and create some havoc and make that game closer than it needs to be. I still haven't seen the offensive explosion from the Steelers that I'm waiting on. It may not happen in this game because the Jags are actually good on defense. Doesn't matter. The Jags still stink on offense. I'll take the Steelers at the crib to do what they're supposed to do and beat a Jags team that they're supposed to beat. You go on to the next game. Seahawks at Rams. Boy, the Rams own the Seahawks. As I take a sip of my wine. That's good. You know what else is good? Knowing that you're right when everybody else is wrong. The Rams are 3-1, and this is cute, and I love Sean McVay, and you know this, man. But there comes a time in a season where you hit a crossroads, where you either say, hey, man, this is my shit. You can't take it from me. Or you say, hey, man, I was just playing. It's like both of ours. I was just going to keep it over at my house. But since you here, you can take it. Like red. You know what I'm saying? It's like both of ours. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. The Rams are red and the Seahawks are Debo. And they coming, give me that chain. Man, my grandmama gave me that chain. Like Michael Crabtree. Better tuck your shit in. Seahawks are coming to collect. This day division. Give me that shit. Give me the Seahawks on the road to beat the Rams. Take this damn division back where it belongs. I could be wrong. I like young teams and I love Sean McVay. I hope I'm wrong. But if being wrong is right, I don't want to be wrong. Next, Ravens at Raiders. Damn, this is a nasty ass game, man. This game stinks. Take a sip of wine to calm me down. EJ Manuel EJ Manuel is starting this game. EJ Manuel looked good except for one throw last game. That being said, boy, the Ravens stink on offense. God, they are horrible. I can't do it. That Ravens defense is good enough to lock down EJ Manuel's ass. They should be, right? But I think I saw a chink in the Ravens' armor. Now, I don't know if Brandon Williams is playing this week. If he is, this might debunk my theory. But if he's not, the Steelers pretty much ran all over the Ravens last week. I mean, they really ran the football. If the Raiders can do that with beast mode and all the plethora of backs, Jalen Richard and all those guys they got in that backfield, think they'll be just fine. They're at home at the O.co. Give me the Raiders at the crib over these funky ass Ravens. Packers at Cowboys. Let me refer to the sheet. I may regret this one. And I think this is my inner NFC East Louie T fandom coming out. The Cowboys are reeling. If they were a boxer, they're on the ropes right now. Okay? Lost 2 out of their last 3 games. Just lost a game at home to a team that we probably all thought that they shouldn't have lost to. Haven't looked that impressive all season long. Not running the football as effectively. The offensive line is not the same. Dak isn't as sharp. Everybody for the Packers seems like they're going to play. All hands on deck. Okay? Devontae Adams says, hey, I'm good. He practiced Wednesday. The 2 running backs that got hurt, both of them practiced on Wednesday. All right, so full complement of weapons offensively. Will the tackles be back? I don't know. Defensively, if they get Mike Daniels back, huge lift. That'll help them stop the run. If they don't, maybe they stop the run. Maybe they don't. I said all of that to say this. Which quarterback do I trust? Is this really a question? You know who I'm rolling with. You know I got a soft spot for AR-12. Give me the Packers on the road to show why they're one of the NFC's best. Give me the Packers. I may regret that. That's one of the ones that I may regret. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Sunday night football. Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. Tell you what. Chiefs are undefeated. A wise woman once told me, all good things must come to an end. And while being 4-0 and the only undefeated team in the league is cute and it's nice and it's a nice story, it's a great story. Good for the Chiefs. This Texans team. Now look, the Chiefs usually own these boys. The Chiefs will go in their house, smack them around, do whatever the hell they please, come out with a W. They've done it numerous times. We all remember the playoff game 2 years ago when the Chiefs roughed up Billy Ho, shut those boys out 31-0. We remember that game. How soon you might forget. I don't forget. I don't forget ass whoopings. You forget the ass whooping week 1, 2 years ago? Travis Kelce punching the football as he walked into the end zone. You remember that ass whooping? Because I do. I don't forget. I may forgive. I never forget. But they didn't have Deshaun Watson in those 2 games, those 3 games, those 4 games. It's a different outfit. And I told you this before, and I meant this when I told you this. Deshaun Watson, when the lights are their brightest, the stage is its biggest, he performs at his best. The man has it. What is it? Don't ask me. I just know when I see it. And he's got it. He had it on Thursday night football. First career start on his birthday. Beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Excuse me. He went toe-to-toe with Tom, TBE. Came up just a little bit short, but he did his job. Defense let him down. And then the next week, he went toe-to-toe with Marcus Mariota for a half and whooped his ass. Deshaun Watson is here. He is present. And he's ready to make his mark on the AFC. Give me the Texans at the crib to knock off the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. As we go to Monday Night Football, I got one for your ass. And this is why I'm a professional football watcher right here. Some of y'all don't remember this. It was Halloween last year. I came home from taking the little ones trick-or-treating. Came back in the house just in time to sit down and watch the Bears whoop the Minnesota Vikings ass on Monday Night Football. Who knew? Who knew that Billy Ho and the Chicago Bears were going to go out and lambast the Minnesota Vikings? Pull their pants down. It was cold. So you know that their little wee-wee shrunk, the little penis shrunk. Everybody pointed and laughed. They were embarrassed. They ran home. They did that last year. On this same platform, at the same time, right around Halloween. Is Sam Bradford? I don't give a damn if Sam Bradford plays this time. I'm not effing with the Vikings no more, man. Till you tell me Sam Bradford is healthy and practicing and playing. Mike Zimmer, Zimmer. Who got the keys to your Beamer? I know who got the goddamn keys. You lied to me the last 2 weeks. You told me the same damn thing you telling me this week. Sam Bradford's day to day. Look me in my eyes and tell me that bullshit. Look right in my eyes and tell me that. You know Case Keenum starting this goddamn game. You got me the last 2 weeks. And luckily the defense stepped up 2 weeks ago versus Tampa Bay. This family business right here. This family business. And the Bears don't give a damn about no goddamn Case Keenum. They out for blood. They gonna run the football. And they gonna win that goddamn game. Give me the Bears. Upset special. I smell it. Upsets in the air. Give me the Bears at the crib. Don't tell nobody. I just gave y'all 14 winners. I'm lying. Every game I just picked ain't going to be a win. I ain't like some of these clowns out here that I'm going 14-0. I'm going 16-0. Nah, that ain't me. But I might go 11-3. I might go 10-4. Anything less than 10-4 would be uncivilized. And that, my friends, are your winners and losers for week number 5 of the National Football League. I am your man, Louie T. Thank you for joining me tonight on this program. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here on the Louie T Network. Y'all made me go through a whole bottle of wine. You, my picks, and the Redskins. It's for my boys, man. It was a rough one this week. Sometimes you just need to drink your sorrows away. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows my pain. Sometimes you just need a drink. Or 2, or 3, or 4. It's okay. We all adults. And if you're not an adult, don't drink. Remember, your man Louie T told you that. In any event, I'm your man Louie T. I thank you for joining me on this program. I am signing off. I'm going to read all your comments after I log out of here. I know y'all are probably talking about me like a dog after my picks. Knock yourself out. I'm just trying to win, man. I just lost 9 games. I'm just trying to win, man. As a wise man once told me, just trying to win. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait, today, Thursday Night Football, overtime. Pats, Bucks, Thursday night. Be there or be here after the game's over. Either way, you'll know what happened. Again, if you want to donate to the Louie T Network, For the time being, that's the way to do it. I'm going to have a number of different ways to do it come next week. But in any event, that's how you do it right now. It's time for me to get out of here. I said it wasn't going to be a 2-hour show. It was a damn 2-hour show. I got to be better than this, man. I got to be better than this. I will see you guys later on today. Enjoy the rest of your night. You know I will. Dilly dilly. See y'all later. Have a good one.